Hello folks, Everchanger here, and welcome back to more Pokemon Crystal. Last time, we finally were able to repair the Kanto power plant, and we unlocked a whole bunch of stuff from doing so. The major thing that we unlocked is the ability to access this half of the Kanto region, and this time we are going to start exploring it here with Pewter City. Now first things first, I want to point out this guy. Hey, I'm looking for this Pokemon. If you have Haunter, would you trade it for my Xatu? This is, I think, the last in-game trade in the game. If you give him Haunter, he will give you Xatu. The Xatu will be holding a Mystery Berry, which is pretty interesting, but I have no interest in completing this trade. You don't have one either? Gee, that's really disappointing. Yeah, honestly, I usually do not complete in-game trades in Pokemon games. Welcome to Pewter City. Interesting little sign right there. Now, where's the sign that explains the city? Here it is. Pewter City, a stone gray city. That is a pretty iconic bit of text from Pokemon games of old. Anyway, the major thing in this town is... Excuse me, sir. Ah, you came all the way out here from Johto. That brings back memories. When I was young, I went to Johto to train. You remind me so much of what I was like as a young man. Here, I want you to have this item I found in Johto, and he will give you the Silver Wing. This is astoundingly important for something that we can now do in Johto, and we are going to do that pretty soon. Anyway, now that we have gotten that, I should point out there are a couple of fruit-bearing trees right over here. Hey, it's Iceberry! We can get an Iceberry from this tree. And this tree, not this tree, this tree gives Mint Berry. Very nice. Both berries that we've seen before, because honestly there's not too many berries in this game. But yeah, very nice. Anyway, with Repel's effect wearing off, I should point out this. This is another case of of Kanto being very downsized in this game. There's a notice here. Pewter Museum of Science is closed for renovations. Indeed, the museum is no longer to be in this game. Now, in the remake, I believe it is still there in order to revive fossils, but since fossils aren't even in this game and the museum isn't in this game, kind of a moot point. Anyway, here is an inventory of the shop. Pretty simple stuff. And then, of course, we have the elephant in the room, which is the Pokémon Gym. Pewter City Pokemon Gym leader Brock, the rock-solid Pokemon trainer. So let's head right on inside. Now, most trainers are going to remember this as their first gym, but for me, it's the 14th. Yo, champion making. You're really rocking. Are you battling the gym leaders of Kanto? Oh yes I am. They're strong and dedicated people, just like Johto's gym leaders. Interestingly, he does not give you a single ounce of advice for some reason. The trainers of this gym use Rock-type Pokemon. The Rock-type has high defense. Battles could end up going a long time. Are you ready for this? The innocence of youth. I think we all know exactly how this battle is going to go. This guy is going to be using a Sand Slash, which is not a Rock-type. Yep. I believe this is the exact same trainer that appeared in this gym in Generation 1, which is pretty interesting. And as you might imagine, considering what we are going to be fighting here today, I think opening with Feraligatr is probably the way to go. Let's be honest here. One Surf, and there we go. Down goes Sand Slash. Very nice. And believe it or not, that is the only trainer in this gym. Yeah, seriously. I have to win these battles, he says. Yeah, it is kinda your job. Anyway, I'm gonna heal off that one power point of Surf, and then we'll be back to take on the gym leader. Now, I'm not sure if people are going to believe me when I say this, but this guy right here was the last gym trainer we are going to fight in the entire game. Yeah. Just goes to show how much things have been cut down in the past 3 years. Wow, it's not often that we get a challenger from Johto. I'm Brock, the Pewter Gym Leader. I'm an expert on Rock-type Pokemon. My Pokemon are impervious to most physical attacks. You'll have a hard time inflicting any damage. Come on! And once again, we have this awesome battle music. This is Brock. as you might imagine. He is going to open up with a Graveler, level 41, with the moves Defense Curl, Rock Slide, Rollout, and Earthquake. Pretty standard offensive set for this Graveler right here. And I think you all know what my battle strategy is going to be right here. Just use our Surf attack, and down it goes. Very nice. Get our experience for that, and we're going to probably plow through this gym very, very quickly. Next up, we have Kabutops. Now, one thing that I feel like a lot of people get wrong, Rock is not immune to Electric, and as a Rock and Water type, this thing is actually weak to Electric. Kabutops is level 42, with the moves Slash, Surf, Endure, and Giga Drain. Luckily, it does not use Endure right there, so I think it's probably going to go down right here. So, yep, there we go. Now, I gotta say, when I first saw Kabutops, this is probably the first time I ever saw this Pokemon. I thought it was awesome, and I wanted one, but unfortunately, it is one of the Pokemon that you cannot obtain in Crystal version without trading with Generation 1. Oh, what a sad existence I had. Anywho, next up, we have Rhyhorn, level 41 with the moves Fury Attack, Scary Face, Earthquake, and Horn Drill. Horn Drill is scary, you do not want to get hit by that. It is highly unlikely to hit, but when it does hit, it is a one-hit knockout. No questions asked, so yeah, keep that in mind when facing this Rhyhorn. Anyway, now that we've gotten it taken down, next up we have Omastar, or Amistar. I actually don't know which one it is. Anyway, it's level 42 with the moves Bite, Surf, Protect, and Spike Cannon. Spike Cannon is a new damaging move to Generation 2, so if it sounds unfamiliar to you red, blue, and yellow players, that's why, unless, of course, it's in Generation 1. I don't remember ever coming across it in Generation 1, but either way, it's a move you don't see very often, so yeah. Anyway, down it goes, and Electabuzz is going to get a very clean level 53. Very good. And last up, we have Onix. Anyone who has seen the Pokemon anime will be very, very familiar with this Pokemon. Onix is level 44 with the moves Bind, Rock Slide, Bide, and Sandstorm. Interesting set of moves right here, but once again, we're just too powerful for this guy. Like, this is his highest level Pokemon, it's level 44. Like, Lance's highest level Pokemon was 50, so I don't really know what he's playing at right here. And with that, Leader Brock was defeated. Your Pokemon's powerful attacks overcame my rock-hard defense. You're stronger than I expected. Go ahead, take this badge. With pleasure. David received the Boulder Badge. Quite a bit later than when we received it in yellow for obvious reasons. David, thanks. I enjoyed battling you, even though I am a bit upset. That Boulder Badge will make your Pokemon even more powerful. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Now what do you have to say for me? Yo, champ in making. That gym didn't give you much trouble. The way you took charge was really inspiring. I mean that seriously. Inspiring that I was able to just one-shot all of his Pokemon because they couldn't put up much of a fight? Okay. Anyway, now that we've gotten that gym fight out of the way, that is actually everything for us to do here in Pewter City, so I think we are going to be heading off in this direction to Route 3. This route is much shorter than it was in Generation 1. There's only 4 trainers on it. Now, there's one thing that's very interesting about this route that only applies in the remake to this game, and that is in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, this is where you would go if you wanted to change the form of Deoxys, which I think is a very neat little detail that I'm not sure a lot of people are aware of. But yes, if you get a Deoxys in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, they're actually meteorites scattered along this route, and you can interact with them to change Deoxys' form between any of its 4 appearances. Very neat. Anyway, first trainer down. Relatively simple stuff. I do not expect this route to give us much trouble whatsoever. I can run like the wind. Unfortunately, no reference to the shorts. Kinda disappointing, But I mean, what can you do? You can only make fun of shorts so much in a Pokemon game before it starts to get remarkably stale. Anyway, I have Heracross out in the front here for two reasons. First reason is obviously that it's pretty low leveled compared to everyone else on the team, but the second reason is that Heracross is going to get a really good move right around level 53, I think it is, and I'd really like to get that move very soon because there's a potential that it could be very useful in the future. Now obviously the future isn't too terribly long for this series because we are getting pretty close to the end, but it's a move that I'd really just like to have because if it's the kind of move where if you don't get it on your Heracross, like, what are you doing? You know, I have a feeling some people in the comments know which move I'm talking about. And that's the second trainer, Blown Away. Now, is there anything over this way? I don't think there is. Yeah, this route's really short. In fact, I believe there are no items on this route in Gold, Silver, and Crystal, so yeah. Really tiny stuff. Next up we have this guy. Ah, the weather's as fine as ever. Battle number 3. I don't remember how long it took me to get through this route back in Yellow, but I have a feeling it took a lot longer than it's going to take us here. And 29! I don't get it, like, I guess I could have sort of understood it before, but the thing is, you have to complete the first half of Kanto before you can access this last little bit of it. You have to repair the power plant first. So we've already crossed another story hurdle, but we don't get the corresponding leap in levels. It's so bizarre. Like, I really just don't understand it. I know I've complained about this so much, but it bears repeating. Just why? Alright, I believe last up is just gonna be... Oh wow, it's actually a Weezing. I thought it was gonna be another Magmar. Okay. Alright, so he sends out a Weezing. Now, what's even more hilarious is... Remember that guy with the 5 coughing and the 1 Weezing that we fought in, the Johto radio tower? I'm pretty sure his Weezing was, like, right around this powerful, and that was, like, 20 videos ago. Like, what is going on? Or maybe it was even more than 20 videos ago. I think it was episode, like, 33, 32, 33-ish? So, yeah, like, 20-plus videos ago. Same kind of level spread? Like, what are we talking about? Okay. Anyway, gonna loop around here. Now, there are no new Pokemon in this route, and that's because we have, like, less than 10 new Pokemon to go over. And most of them are legendaries at this point, so we're probably not going to be having many more Pokemon introductions. Mount Moon Square. Just go up the stairs. Alright, interesting bit of advice, and we have one more trainer on the route. Step right up and take a look. Alrighty, buddy. This is Fire Breather Bert. That's an amusing name. Alright, and he's got a coughing, like, the last guy had a Weezing. Can't you pull off a Weezing? Please? Ah well. I feel like I'm beating a dead horse at this point. Alright, down goes coughing. Heracross gets the coveted level 50, which is very good. And next up we have Slugma, which is... honestly, not a very good Pokemon. I don't believe I explained this back when we gained the ability to obtain this thing, but like Rock and Fire is a really bad type, and I guess with the right stats it could be pretty good, but Slugma and Magcargo do not have those stats. It's just not a very good Pokemon in battle. Alright, now some of you who have played previous games will recall that there was a Pokemon Center here. It is not here in Gold, Silver, and Crystal, presumably for the same reason of lack of cartridge space. I highly recommend you take this opportunity to go back to Pewter City and heal, and I am going to do that right now, Pokemon Center or not. Alright, once you are sure you are fully healed, you may enter Mount Moon. It's been a while, David. Since I lost to you, I thought about what I was lacking with my Pokémon, and we came up with an answer. David, now we'll show you. Here we have the 6th, I think, battle with Rival Silver. And I just noticed it doesn't say Rival, it just says Silver. That's interesting. Did it always do that? Maybe I'm just crazy. Anyway, Silver is going to open up with a Sneasel, level 41 with the moves Quick Attack, Screech, Feint Attack, and Fury Cutter. Seems Silver's had at least somewhat of a change of heart as of late, but he still does have this Sneasel. He has not returned it to the trainer in Cianwood City, which is a little disappointing, but it's also really nice to see a Sneasel. I think Sneasel's just a really cool Pokemon. I really like it. Anyway, next up he's going to be sending in his Golbat, level 42, with the moves Wing Attack, Confuse Ray, Bite, and Leech Life. I don't think this Golbat has changed since we last saw it, aside from the obvious level, but I mean, just in case it has, it's still gonna go down in one hit to my Thunderbolt anyway. Alright, there it goes. Very good. Gain our experience for that, and next up, he's going to send in Magneton. So I think Marowak's gonna be a good fit for this one. Magneton is level 41, with the moves Sonic Boom, Thunder Wave, Thunder Shock, and Swift. Yeah, it's still packing Thunder Shock. Like, why on earth does this thing not have Thunderbolt? I feel like they should have given it Thunderbolt at this point. Like, we're so far into this adventure, I feel like they could pose a little bit of a challenge right here. Ah well. Down it goes to a very trusty Earthquake attack. And next up is Meganium. I think I will try... Well, actually, no. I'll switch over to Crobat instead of saying him, because Crobat's a bit lower level. Meganium is level 45 with the moves Poison Powder, Razor Leaf, Body Slam, and Light Screen. If you started with a Chikorita, this would instead be a Typhlosion, level 45, with the moves Swift, Smoke Screen, Quick Attack, and Flame Wheel. And if you started with Cyndaquil, it would be a Feraligatr, level 45, with the moves Bite, Scary Face, Rage, and freaking Water Gun. Could it have killed you people to put Surf on this thing? Like, I know it's an HM move, but does that matter? Really? Ah well. Gained 2,005 experience points for that. Pretty good year, that. And we have Alakazam up next. I think we will stay and see what we can pull off. Alakazam is level 43 with the moves Recover, Future Sight, Disable, and Psychic. A little bit scary. You're going to want to come at this thing with Dark-type moves as much as possible. I don't know if... Wow, it actually did... Oh, it's a critical. Nice. Awesome. Down it goes. Well, I'm just surprised we managed to one-shot that Alakazam with our Crobat. Anyway, last up is Gengar. Level 43 with the moves Shadow Ball, Curse, Mean Look, and Confuse Ray. Again, I'm not sure this Pokemon has changed all that much, although one thing that does interest me about Silver's team, he has an Alakazam and a Gengar, which means he obviously found someone to trade with. I'd really love to know who this is. Anyway, Light Screen is going to fall right there, which should make our bite more powerful, and there we go. Down goes Gengar, and down goes our rival for the 6th time. I thought I raised my Pokemon to be the best they could be, but it still wasn't enough. You won, fair and square. I admit it. But this isn't the end. I'm going to be the greatest Pokemon trainer ever, because these guys are behind me. Listen, David, one of these days I'm going to prove how good I am by beating you. Maybe he will. Maybe he will indeed. Anyway, I need to put up a rappel really quick because this is a cave and we are going to be exploring it. Now, I gotta say, out of all of the areas that return from Generation 1, this one is probably the saddest. Mount Moon is so small in this game, it's ridiculous. Like, this is the only main floor, and there are no items here, although I should point out you can find Clefairy if you don't want to find them on Route 4. If we head up here, this deposits us in a new area known as Mount Moon Square. Don't litter. Very nice. This is a very little space right here, and one would think that there's a hidden item like over here. There's not. I think there might be in the remake, but there isn't one here. And right over here, something interesting happens at this spot between Monday night at 8 p.m. and Tuesday morning at 4 a.m. Keep that in mind. We are going to be showing it later, but it involves another way that we can get endless amounts of moonstones, which is very, very cool. Anyway, there's a little house right here, and it's a bit of a shop, actually. When the sun goes down, Clefairy come out to play. Very nice. Welcome, how may I help you? This is a little shop. We can buy these items, which is kind of random, and right here we have portrait mail, which I believe is the only place you can obtain this, is right here, which is really interesting. But yeah, other than that, that is absolutely everything to be done here at Mount Moon. It's crazy. So like, go through here, down the stairs, over the ledge, and out, and that's it. We have completely explored Mount Moon aside from that one time sensitive thing. And this places us out here on the other end of Route 4. And we have 3 more trainers to deal with, so I think we're going to be doing that this episode just to wrap this all up. So this first trainer here, we have Picnicker Hope. Good name, Hope. Gives me hope for the future, I guess. Anyway, I got a Heracross coming out right here on my side, and I think we are going to take this thing down in the most literal sense of the word. Alright. 100% to 0%. Very good. Take that out, and is that all of her Pokemon? Yes, it is. Ah, you're too strong. I mean, I'm not too strong, I just play the game like a normal person. Joey. This is Joey. Got a minute? How are your Pokemon doing? My Rattata's raring to go, just like always. It's the only one I have. I'm going to become a great trainer with it. Oh yeah, I saw a wild Caterpie. I thought about going for it, but I decided to work with my one and only, right to the extreme end. Oh man. Joey's got a thing for his Rattata. I feel like we can all agree with that. Anyway, right over here we have a second trainer. I'm raising my Pokemon. Want to battle with me? I mean, you're the one that asked, not me. This is Bird Keeper Hank. Sends out a Pidgey? Are you serious? A level 12 Pidgey. Let me repeat that. A level 12 Pidgey. It is episode 55. What is this? Oh man. Like, that's sad. Next up, oh wow, he's got a Pidgeot. Okay. So maybe it's like a father and a son or something? I mean, I guess I can get behind that, but still, a level 12 Pidgey? Seriously? And like, level 34 Pidgeot isn't much better. Like, seriously, 12 plus 34, if we add it together, is still only 46. And we had to fight a level 50 Dragonite to get access to this region in the first place. Ah! Oh well. Taking down Pidgeot right here with its serious plumage, like seriously, look at that. And that is it. That is trainer number 2. Birdkeeper Hank was defeated. I lost that one, he says. Now, looking at my list, I think I might have actually missed a hidden item right over here. Aha, here it is. Ultra Ball. Gonna be very useful in the very near future, I can guarantee that. Our Repel wears off. Yeah, 1 Super Repel gets us all the way through Mount Moon, and then some. Kinda crazy. And then we have this girl who apparently lost the ability to speak. This is the last trainer on this route, Picnicker Sharon. Opens up with a Furret, and I gotta say, Furret is just adorable, like, just look at it. Furret's probably quite up there on the list of Pokemon I would want to have as a real-life pet. Like, it looks so fluffy. Fluffy things are great. I should know, I own 5 cats. Alright. Down goes Furret. And up next is another Furret? No, it's a Rapidash. That's interesting. Okay. I'll keep in with Heracross. Probably not the best idea, but let's be honest. It's probably only going to be like level 34. 33. Like, I don't think we have much to worry about. Takedown might just bring it right down to 0. Yep. There it goes. There it goes, indeed. Get our last bit of experience for that, and that should be almost everything on this route. Also, does this lady say anything at all? I'll go train some more. Guess she's just really, really shy or something like that. Worth noting, as you can see, there is no way to go between Cerulean City and the upper portion of this route in this game, and now you know why. It would sequence break the whole power plant thing pretty badly. Anyway, getting an HP up right there, and I should mention, this entire route, like, between Pewter City and now, is technically optional. You can beat the game without ever going through here and doing the last rival battle. Really crazy. Anyway, now that we are here in Cerulean City, I think I'm going to heal up before we end things off. And with that, I think we are going to be ending things off here. So, this past episode of Pokemon Crystal, we earned our 14th Pokemon League Gym Badge, and then we covered the route between Pewter and Cerulean, and we fought our rival again while doing so. And we also obtained the Silver Wing. So I think next time on Pokemon Crystal, it's high time we returned to Johto for some legendary action. So without further ado, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.